I'm here. I'm here. I heard from a certain individual that there is another certain individual who is playing Silent Hill 2 incorrectly right now. I can't deal with that. So we're gonna have to do a little, we're gonna have to do ourselves a little tutorial here. Because it seems like somebody is struggling. But, yeah, you didn't hear that from me. I just heard it from an anonymous community member, okay? What's going on? There is a member of the community who reached out to me and said, hey, there's a guy who's streaming Silent Hill 2, and he's really bad. He needs some help. Now, if you guys remember, I've said many times that my inciting action, or the reason why I started streaming as often as I did a few years ago, was because of Silent Hill 2, specifically the wallet in the toilet bowl puzzle, where it has Roman numerals. Yeah, someone literally told me he's really bad. But yeah, there's the wallet in the toilet bowl puzzle where if you play on hard riddle difficulty, it shows you, what is it? Put on my shirt. It shows you Roman numerals. And instead of saying VV5, the person I was watching kept saying down, down 5, as if for some reason it would have down arrows in a combination lock. And I just watched them struggle with this puzzle for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stream it, dude. And this was years ago, too. Like, this was actually years ago that this happened. It was something. I'll tell you what, it was something. And that was when I did my very first stream at the time in 6 years. And that was when Drive My Bus showed up. And he stuck around for the entire playthrough. And then at the end of the stream, he asked me, when will you stream again? And that's what started it all, dude. That's what started it all. I haven't seen Drive My Bus in a long time. What's up, Rose? I haven't seen Drive My Bus in a long time. But I will remember that. Yeah, I watched Boogie literally not do anything. All he did was stand around, get his ass beat, and then look frustrated that he was getting his ass beat in the middle of a boxing match. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? Like, what the fuck was that, dude? That was such an embarrassing display from him. Oh yeah, Wingo gave him the fucking chili special, the chili combo. Offered his ass a chili he couldn't refuse. It was fucking awesome. Oh, you went to your first concert. Who'd you see? Yeah, dude, it's always surprising how loud it actually is. Always surprising. Disturbed. Oh, yeah. You told me about that. I remember. Yeah, especially depending on where you're standing, it can make a big difference, too. I haven't had my headphones on at all so far. I'm a big fan of standing really far stage right, actually. Omori. I started Omori. That was actually a really good game. I just never really revisited it. Let's check out this individual who just so happens to be struggling with Silent Hill 2. Let's check out this individual.
Motherfuckers can have ass in real life, you know. Incorrectly in the stream, and I have one thing to say. Stampede, no, please. It's embarrassing now. It's embarrassing.
Hey, look, okay. Dude.
Thank you, Evie. Thank you. God, ass isn't real. If you guys don't know, shout out Stampede. Stampede plays a fuck ton of just like cool. He's played Metal Gear Solid. Totally is into fucking Silent Hill. He played Resident Evil and shit. He plays all the fucking cool ass. That's special. Games. Thank you.
Hey, appreciate that follow.
It's like all his games. He's so fucking knowledgeable on every game he plays, which is something I feel like you never. Well, I say you never see it because I'm a fucking dunce in every game I play. But yeah, it's incredible. He can answer like any lore questions or just anything in general. Is this just straight up canned juice? Oh, I know what to do with it. And you're complimentary. Yeah, because you're a really good, knowledgeable streamer. I don't know. Yeah. I don't make a man blush. No, you're great.
All right, I'm dropping a follow. We're gonna leave him alone, but
not that. Yeah, totally never guessed that you played Resident Evil. Oh my God, Stampede just followed. Thank you, Stampede. I'm glad. Yeah, we rated Stampede a couple times. Stamp. You prefer Stamp or Stampede? I never asked. Or G. G for great. What about that? Yeah, super knowledgeable. It is a good time every time you're in there, especially if you want to talk about the game, because I'm sure you could go on and on and on and on. So, string is the most fun part of the first playthrough. Yep, that is what will happen.
Stampede, great.
It's just
a nice
game,
hat.
Really, but,
ooh.
For sure. Silent Hill, yeah.
I'm dying.
G makes the G sound.
I definitely didn't over dramatize that cough right there. For cinematic purposes. You guys doing this for like ironic purposes? No. Cinematic. It feels weird to be back, I'm not gonna lie. It feels good, but also weird. Because you know, the last 4 days, so you know what I've done? I've literally worked and slept. That's it. And I did upload a couple of YouTube videos because I didn't want to get behind. Also, that RE5 video. That RE5 video is just a lie. For some reason, I titled the stream RE5. And all it was me playing Silent Hill 3 HD on the HD collection. So that thumbnail and title is a straight up lie. I don't know why that happened. I think it might have been that we originally planned to play RE5 that night and we didn't end up doing it. That's what I'm thinking. But hey, seriously, shout outs to Wood. He said some really kind words right there. I appreciate that. I appreciate those kind words, dude. I mean, for him to say that I'm knowledgeable about every game that I play. Oh my, you better stop it, dude. Better stop these compliments lest I start blushing out here. Yeah, this hat's going to be an adjustment because it's a slightly different size. It is very slightly smaller than my old hat. So, and it's tough to even see the 0 unless I fucking put my head at a certain angle. So, for the record, not very knowledgeable about RE5. Yeah, but how often do we play RE5? Touche. I do have a pretty big head. I actually do, though. It's not on some Jimmy Neutron shit, but it's pretty big. Slow blink at you? I've slow blinked at you many a time. You never objected to it in the past. What changed? What changed, dude? Huh? Explain. Explain it to me. No, but you'll see what I mean. See, it's like shorter. I don't know how to describe it. It's like shorter. If I put it on correctly, it looks fine. But it's just something about the shape is slightly different. I can't figure out what it is. But I mainly just need to get used to seeing it on my big ass noggin. So the more I wear it, it'll be easier to tolerate because I'll just get used to seeing it, you know? Anyways, so something I did do is I removed the names and gave myself a headache from the amount of frustration for the failed boss attempts. Hey, what's up, Kendo? Long time no see, man, although I haven't really been around. I've been taking a bit of a break after those 2 weeks. I was struggling, man. I was struggling, plain and simple. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. So I removed the names from the follower notifications. The reason why I did that is because I was having a conversation in somebody else's stream, and apparently a lot of people don't like it when their name is called when they drop a follow. Like, some people just want to lurk and quietly follow. They don't even want their username to appear on screen. I never knew about this before, but apparently it's a big thing. So I went ahead and in my Streamlabs notification, I removed the names. So from here on out, I'm just going to say appreciate the follow, and all it's going to say is thanks for the follow. It won't have any names, nothing. So people can follow without worrying about their name getting on screen and being called out or anything like that. So I just never realized. Oh, Wood gave me a shout out, so I appreciate that. But yeah, I just never realized that that people didn't like that. But it makes sense. Yeah. It makes sense. Finally got the screening and all that a couple of days for schizophrenia. Yeah. I know, like you were saying the other day, insurance companies like to make that as complex as possible for no reason. And they also don't like to work with you and be flexible. I've seen big streamers do it for years. No, I know. But I just didn't realize, like, when the topic came up in another person's stream, and this person averages like 2K viewers, so. Hey, what's up, Dr. Red? Yeah, what do you think, dude? What do you think? It's gonna take me a few streams to get used to it. Because, yeah, just seeing something else on my head is pretty fucking weird right now. But, yeah, once I get used to it, I think it'll be fine. Anyways, I got a text. Let me check this really quick. But, yeah, anyways, we were having a conversation in this guy's stream. He averages like 2K viewers. And surprisingly, like, a lot of his chat agreed that they would prefer to not have their name on screen. Like, there were a lot of people saying, yeah, I just like to lurk. I don't want to have my name like called out on stream, and sometimes it actually makes me not want to follow because I know that my name's going to pop up on screen when I don't want it to. So I didn't realize, you know, I just didn't realize it was such a thing. So I was like, well, I mean, I'll just respect that and I'll just take out the names. You know, if people want to drop a follow and then they want to stay around and chat, that's one thing, but they absolutely don't have to, you know what I mean? I tried to make that screen overlay for the other day for the 4x3 games. I failed miserably in trying out to figure out sizing shit. Yeah. I tried to as well, but I was just so exhausted, dude. Yeah, that's the thing, Rose. If they're not like, oh, by the way, you have this thing, but the medicine for it is considered luxury. So it's like, oh, okay, so I'm just supposed to suffer with this thing. Welcome to America. Greatest country on earth. What's that? God bless America. Woo! It's too early to be doing that shit. What's up, Pink? We're on a new hat tip, too. Courtesy of Zero Skateboards. Oh, they didn't send it to me, but I bought the hat from them. Dude, I wish I was sponsored by Zero Skateboards. Hell yeah. See, it matches. We got all matching shit, dude. Clip it for my audition. Yeah, it's my cat's name. That's why it's so fitting. It's so fitting. But it is a skateboard company from SoCal. Hey, I didn't want to stick around in Woo's stream while also streaming myself because that's just bad etiquette. But let him know I appreciated those kind words. I did hear what he said about, you know, me being knowledgeable in my games and shit, so that was cool. I also didn't want to backseat him or give him any tips because, you know, that's, you know, you need to struggle on your first playthrough, dude. I'm not going to tell you anything. Clip it and ship it for my audition for singing the America song for WrestleMania. No, you can't do that because I had music playing. That's that. God bless America. Clip that and send it. Okay, no, don't do that. Oh shit. Fuck. I just cleared out my drum sound, dude. Okay, I gotta get it back. Hell yeah, let's go. We stand you so hard. Oh, you can't be dropping words like that. Calling medicine, man. That was fast. Hey, what's up, Gavin? You know, I just had to go in there and just roast them a little bit. I had to basically turn the oven on simmer and get a little bit of a simmer roast going, but I didn't want to go any further. You know, I didn't want to pursue that any more than I needed to. Because I'm just not that guy. Okay, I'm not that guy and never will be. I gotta turn my fan off. Give me a second. You had to contact a pro. You came to the wrong stream.
All right, everyone. 0. 0. What do you have to say for yourself, sir? Oh. Don't bump into the mic. What do you have to say for yourself, buddy? He's purring into the mic right now. What do you got to say? Huh? What? What are you doing, sir? Oh my goodness, what are you doing, sir? He doesn't know what's going on. What? He said no. He said no. No. All cats just look angry at all times. Nah, he's not angry. He's purring. All right, and then as per usual, anytime you pick his little ass up, you gotta lint roller the shit out of yourself because you will in fact be covered. Little ass and a little booth. Yeah, see, Rose, that whole situation is just a God bless America, because that's the type of stuff where, you know, you tell them like, oh, I kind of need these to, you know, live my life without having serious problems. And they're like, you know, they just shrug. They're like, you gotta cough up the money, dude. Gotta cough up the money. Don't you just love the insurance system in America? It's so fucking funny. It's just cute, you know? It's just cute. That's all it is. A big gray turkey. That's a good way to describe it. But yeah, overall, it was nice to take some time off, though. I gotta say, you guys, and it was all my fault. It really was all my fault. I just couldn't sleep. What I would do is the same thing that I did when I did the 365-day challenge that eventually forced me to stop. Which was, I would work during the day, stream at night or close to night, and then I would just struggle to fall asleep. Like, I couldn't fall asleep until 3-4 a.m., sometimes not at all. Then I would stay up all day. After work, I'd be so fucking exhausted I would have to get a nap in, but I have to also get up before at least 10 p.m. because I gotta be live. So at the most, I was taking like 3-hour naps a day at some point. And I did that for basically 2 weeks straight, so. Horrible ideas. Horrible, horrible ideas. I'll put you to sleep. Hey, Wings and Boogie just settled their differences in the ring. We could settle ours. You hear that Britain is trying to have our healthcare system? I didn't, but I've heard from people that Britain has kind of turned into a shithole these past few years, so that doesn't surprise me. And I mean that from a government standpoint, not, you know, not any other standpoint. What do we got going on here? What's going on? I can't fucking hear anything, first of all. That man had a breakdown of some sort. If I lay, I go down that instant. I wish, dude. I wish. I used to be like that when I worked in, when I did my 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. freezer job, I used to be like that because just by the time I would get home, I would just be so naturally exhausted. But that just didn't last for some reason. You know, that just kind of didn't last for me. I wish it did. But unfortunately, it did not. Here's one of my favorite videos, you guys. Watch this. They've actually disabled the comments on here and the likes to dislike. Oh, it's back. The dislikes are back. Hell yeah. Me too, Gavin. I fucking wish I could. Bridget can sleep on command. By the time she's laying down, she's asleep within like 30 seconds, always. I'll put this in my Discord, but this is a very cringe metalcore song that I believe was recorded for a church. I don't know for sure though, but it's just one of those things where like they were desperately trying to cash in on the trend of metalcore. And the worst part about this video is that the music doesn't even sync up to what the fuck they're doing. Here we go. Oh shit, they're about to chug some open notes. Let's go. Oh my god. Like, listen to that, dude. The double bass doesn't even match up. What the fuck? Why does it look like two 17, 18-year-old dudes and then like a 40-year-old guy in the middle? Like, what's up with that? Okay, I can't watch this anymore. I can't watch this anymore. I refuse to watch this anymore. I refuse to promote this. No. We're just going to get the Silent Hill music back, but I will post the video in the Discord so you guys can check it out if you want. It was recorded in a local skate shop, I believe. One thing about schizophrenia is you could be on antidepressants, but still have episodes if you don't have the meds. Yeah. Yeah, of course. And you know, you could explain that or be told that by a doctor, but it's like, is the insurance going to consider it luxury? Who knows? Round and round we go. When we'll get a real answer, nobody knows. You just love it. You tried pretzels again, still mediocre to me. Pretzels are a good snack if you're like playing games or something, because they don't leave residue and shit on your hands. But outside of that, yeah, they're kind of a mediocre. They're kind of mediocre. Not the best. Not the best. cardboard pretzels. Cut 90% of my sugar intake and I was exhausted all throughout the week. Robert Chandler talks about their house. Hang on a second. Christian Weston Chandler. Wait, Robert Chandler, is that the dad? Oh no. Oh no, dude. Oh god, what is this? What is this? What is his dad gonna say, dude?
This does not even deserve a captain's log introduction, because this is dead serious. The inside and outside tour I did a few months ago of my house, everyone on the internet, my mother and my father are angry at me. They're blaming me. It's my fault. I admit it's my fault. I want everything about my house off the internet.
Oh my god, he just went from 0 to 500 in a millisecond.
Send in detectives. I'll send in police. I'll send in everything in my power to get it off the internet.
Listen to me.
Yes.
Listen to me.
Yes.
Shut that goddamn thing off. I don't care what you do. You get all that stuff off of there tonight.
I'm working on it.
Go work on it.
I am
Do
working.
you realize? Do you realize something? Let me tell you.
Oh shit.
If the health
Grandpa is pissed.
department of Greene County sees those videos that you put on the damn internet, they could condemn our house.
Not the damn
We would
internet.
have to move out of it.
I see.
You go get that goddamn stuff off of there and fast.
I'm working on it. I was making a YouTube video for you to tell everybody to get the images off of the internet. It's out of my control.
Oh, you get them off.
You know what this reminds me of? I don't know if you guys have ever seen the God Damn It Scott video where his parents come in and they just roast him for crying on a live stream. Let me see. Kid whines and gets yelled at by dad. This video. This reminds me a lot of this video. This is one of my favorites of all time. He was basically live streaming himself watching a hockey game, and because his team lost, he started crying and whining, and his parents come in and just roast the everlasting fuck out of him.
God damn it. I had this.
Scott, kill it. Go offline. Scott. Scott.
What?
Go offline. Go offline.
Who was on the phone?
Nobody's on the phone.
He was on his channel and he's having his Scott. God damn.
Turn off his computer tonight.
Cut yourself off, Scott. You're not.
That's just stupid.
You're being stupid now. Now you're going and putting yourself up there as someone to laugh at.
True.
God damn, where are your brains, boy? Having a meltdown online?
That's why. You guys know every single stream I say online just like that. It came from this video, circa 2008. I'm not joking. Having a meltdown online.
Brains, boy. Having a meltdown online? Where are your goddamn brains?
You were
Oh
online?
my.
Yes, he was on his frickin' channel, whining and crying.
Oh my god, the dad is a legend for dropping that frickin'. Yeah, he was on his frickin' channel, whining and crying. That's also where I get whining and crying. I say that constantly.
You were online?
Yes, he was on his frickin' channel, whining and crying and acting like a 3-year-old to the entire world. Where are your goddamn brains?
Like I said, you don't understand.
No, you don't understand. You're making an ass of yourself for all eternity.
True. True. Everything his dad said was 5-star gold right there and 100% accurate. What is this, Gavin? Dreadnought 2012? I've never even heard of this video. This is a classic. This video was uploaded in 2009, but the original one comes from 2008. Where are your goddamn brains? Quote of the century. 11 years in, and Scott's dad is still a legend. Love how his dad knows more about the internet works than him. True. He knew even back in 2008 that if you post a video of some embarrassing shit, people will never let it go. And he was not wrong. That kid, Scott, was relentlessly roasted for this video for years. You're making an ass of yourself for all eternity. Oh, damn. They didn't have to hit me with the acoustic, though. Oh, let me post it in the Discord. I can't find the original video without the keyboard cat stuff. That is such a quotable video though, dude. The best acoustic instrumental in the world I found years ago. 10 years ago, holy shit. The year is 2235 and legacy videos are still scrambling in the wide sea that is the internet. True. I need to just go on a classic video, you know, showcase one night, guys, and show you guys all the videos that I quote constantly on this channel. That would be video number 1. The whining and crying and then saying the word online. I do that constantly. Y'all are old. Bro, I'm 28. I already know I'm old. You don't need to tell me. That'll be so much to go over. Nah, it's actually a pool of about 50 videos at the most. Fuck. It's a pool of about 50 videos at the most. I saw a sick vid of a shirtless guy playing Lady Gaga on electric guitar on TikTok today. Huh? I'm dropping a favorite on this, dude. We old peeps remember this vid's a tech marvel. I'm so glad I whitelisted YouTube links so you guys can just post whatever you want. You turned 24 last month. Well, wait. Why did I think you were like 15? Hey, just remember, Mag, just remember, don't joke or talk about anybody being too young to make a Twitch account. I'm saying that for your sake, because if they check your logs, they'll actually ban you. So I'm just saying that for your sake. I think I made a command for that. Oh, what the fuck? I know I made a command for that. Where is it? Wait, did I remove it? Oh, it's toss. What the fuck? Toss. Yeah. You know that, Mag. I'm just saying. Just saying as a baseline, you know, making sure it's out there. I remember the era where every thumbnail on YouTube was yellow, like it was just a filled in yellow background and then red arrows everywhere. And then eventually it transitioned to basically porn photos of like a girl like with a lollipop in her mouth or some shit, and it would be like a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 video. Like that was really stupid, and that was going on for like two plus years, where everybody would just find some sexy image of a girl and just throw it in the thumbnail, and you click on the video and it's a fucking Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. God, that was so cringe. I would almost take the gaping mouths and red arrows of today over that shit. I really would. And that's saying something because they're both very cringe. Yeah, dude, I'll take the fucking every thumbnail just being... Look, I love Hungrybox. He's an insane player in all Smash games, but he is so guilty of this, dude. He is so guilty of this on his Twitch channel. It's unbelievable. I mean, look at these faces he makes, dude. Great content creator, but these faces have got to stop, dude. Like, these faces have got to stop. Why? Why do you need this? What? Okay, I didn't even need to see that. Look at this. He has this same face of him pogging in like half of his videos. Here's another one. And look, it works. I'm not going to judge him. Every video where he's doing that gets at least 20K more views than the last video. These both have the exact same photo of him. Exact same.
Hello there. How you been?
What's up, Lime Jim and Stoned? Long time no see. Sorry, we haven't got to the game yet. Jay Wong. Oh, yeah, dude. Jay Wong is very, very guilty of that. Yeah, that same photo of him for fucking years he's been using. Hips. Hoj. What's up, Magils83? Sorry if I butchered that. What were you up to, Lime Jim? Let's find out. What were you up to? Fran Bow. That is a phenomenal game. I never finished it, but I got very far in it. I won't say where I got, just in case you haven't gotten there, but... Okay, well, you have. So the furthest I got was when she got transformed into a tree, I believe. And that chapter was pretty long. We never finished it, but I played like 12 hours in one day one time. Yeah, this face right here, dude. He has this fucking face right here in like 70 videos. We're just talking about awful YouTube thumbnails that people use and how formulaic they are. Like back in the day, it used to be yellow backgrounds. Like I bet I could look at I could look at Tobuscus old videos. Like if we were to go way the hell back, you guys would see the yellow backgrounds that I'm talking about. Yeah, like every video had a thumbnail like this back in the day. See, yellow backgrounds with yellow text, like the most, what people used to consider super eye-grabbing backgrounds. It was always yellows and blues and primary colors. Yeah. And songs. You guys remember when every YouTuber was desperately, look at all this yellow. This is the era that I'm talking about right here. I friended you on Twitch back when you could send friends, yeah. Remember animated and songs were the trend for a while. Let's see, look at this shit. Trapped in a hot tub. You watch the video, it has nothing to do with that. It's just him in a tub. Like this was so bad around the time. went off the deep end, pretty sure. Oh, I haven't watched it. I don't think I've ever been subbed to him. I just knew that he was one of the big offenders. But back in the day, when people ran out of gaming content, they would make an animated version of their stuff, which was basically the same video, just animated. They would just pay somebody to animate a video they had already made. And then they would make songs. You know, every YouTuber had to have songs, like Minecraft songs and parodies. God, every fucking major song that came out, there would be immediately a Minecraft parody of it, or a fucking just gaming parody of it. Life of Luxury ones, amazing. Duly noted. It's poorly animated, hardly can count. Yeah, it was so bad, dude. Like, so many, like PewDiePie, fucking Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, everybody was doing animated this and animated that, and they were all just so ass. Amazing. Wait, which channel? Oh, Life of Luxury? What was the one that made the fucking Viva La Vida? Oh, yeah. I know this channel, dude. I know this channel. They're the ones that make all the weird, like... Yeah. I watched this. Somebody came into my stream one time and said that this was the scariest video ever. And I watched it. It was literally the most fake bullshit I've ever seen in my life. Like, the acting is horrendous. They don't even try. No, I'm not joking. It's on my archive channel somewhere. That somebody came in here and said their videos were the scariest ever. I think either they work for them or they're just trolling. They don't even try. Yeah, they literally don't try. But hey, if you can not try and get these views and this like to dislike ratio, I wouldn't be complaining. Marble Hornets, dude, Marble Hornets is some OG shit. Did you guys know that Marble Hornets was the first time Slender Man was ever shown on YouTube? And this was such a fascinating channel. This was such a fascinating channel. I'm pretty sure you could still find my comments on the first few videos. But basically, Marble Hornets was a series. I don't know if the guys ever like come out and done interviews about this, but basically the plot of this is one of the guy's friends went missing and he left a bunch of tapes. So he was basically tasked with going through the tapes and finding, you know, clues to figure out where his friend is. And the very first entry looks like this. This was 2009, I think. Yeah, June 2009. Entry number 1. Here. After viewing a couple tapes and finding nothing unusual, I came across a clip that doesn't fit in with the others. From what I can tell, the following footage takes place inside Alex's house, not the set for Marble Hornets. Yeah, Marble Hornets was a movie they were working on. The audio has been removed. Either the microphone was disabled at the time or it was taken out afterwards. Yeah, this was the channel that got everybody talking back in the day. This was the only thing that was out of the ordinary on this particular tape. After seeing this clip, I'll keep an eye out for occurrences similar to this one in the future. Yeah, so this was the first time that Slender Man, the creepypasta, at the time it was just a creepypasta, was ever featured on YouTube, was this series. Well, it trended because it was... look, I mean, just look at the way the channel was structured. It basically, the introduction tells you the story, and then it was just these short little entry videos. And the person never came out and revealed whether or not they were fake or real. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, Stoned. It's called like Something's Paranormal Adventures or something like that. Oh god, that's gonna drive me nuts. I found what it is. It's The Haunting of Sunshine Girl Network. Sorry, I was talking to Bridget because I knew she knew about that channel. Yeah, the channel that you're talking about, Stoned, is called The Haunting of Sunshine Girl Network. As soon as you said that, I was like, I know Bridget watched those videos, so. I mean, look at this shit, dude. She transitioned from doing these videos, which were obviously fake. We all know it. She transitioned from making these videos to like top 10 scariest lists, you know? I mean, holy shit, dude. If your house was actually haunted, you spent far more time uploading fucking videos than doing something about it. That's your problem. And the fact that she puts the channel title in every single video. Like, it's so bad, dude. Live Sci-Fi Best Ghost Channel. Like, she last uploaded 4 months ago. Her videos average like 4,000 views now. And she's even calling her videos seasons. She's like, oh, season 4 of The Haunting of Sunshine Girl. It's like, come on, dude. What's up, Medicine Man? How you doing, sir? I've been creating haunted content since I was 16. This channel is mostly about my haunted experiences with a few additional crazy haunted videos from around the world. I wonder what main tag she uses in her videos. Probably haunted, if I had to guess. Medicine Man, I finally retired that Pierce the Veil hat, dude. I got a Zero Skateboards hat that actually fits pretty similarly. It's the first hat in 8 years I've ever had that. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, say haunted again, dude. You only have it 7 times in your fucking... But yeah, we were talking about basically the ridiculousness of YouTube thumbnails. Like back in the day, everybody would just make yellow backgrounds with red text and red arrows. And then it transitioned to just photoshopping yourself with like Hooters models or fucking, well, not models, but Hooters waitresses and fucking just like women in wrestling that have cleavage. Basically any woman dressed provocatively. People would fucking Photoshop themselves in with them and use that for a thumbnail for their fucking gameplay videos. That was the worst one that I've seen. Like, that was so bad. Oh, appreciate that, Pinned. Yeah, it's going to take me a while to get used to it, but I like it so far. But anyways, yeah, now it's just the fucking pog faces. Every channel just gaping mouth. The brim looks right. Yeah. Just fucking gaping mouth with red arrows pointing everywhere. And the titles. Oh my god. It's all like BuzzFeed or Buzzworthy articles. Jesus, man. This is the best part of Resident Evil 4 Remake. ... Could this possibly be the next Resident Evil game, dude? ... It's always this. You won't. Now, people don't use the parentheses anymore. For a while, the parentheses were a thing where they would say must watch or gone violent or cops called. Dude, cops called was the worst one. Pranking my neighbors in public, in parentheses, cops called, must watch, gone violent. God. Like, who the fuck was that guy, Pretty Boy Fredo, or whatever his name was? Oh, I love this guy, dude. I love ProZD.
Okay, I've got the headline. Pedro Pascal joins Wonder Woman 2. No, you gotta tickle their balls a little bit. Okay. Game of Thrones actor joins Wonder Woman. Superhero film? Tickle them more. Actor joins film? How about this? You won't believe actor joins film. Why wouldn't they believe an actor would?
So true.
Wait. You won't believe. You won't believe? ... Believe that doesn't mean anything. Why would 80,000 people shared it on Facebook? I mean, it said I wouldn't believe it.
It's a Thomas dipshit. I like how it just said Thomas dipshit Facebook user. Let's go. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Ah, shit, man. I was talking about either a song or a video. Oh, yeah. Pretty Boy Fredo, dude. Oh my god. This was so bad. This prank. This guy used to do prank videos on his girlfriend. It's like, dude, literally, how are you gonna do like 7 pranks on her per year and she doesn't know about this shit already? It was so fucking obvious. Used condom prank gone violent. Jasmine almost killed me. Must watch. Look at this shit. 80K likes and I'm back on her head. Dude, this was like the most depressing YouTube era. And the reason why I've clicked this before is because I've used this as an example of the worst shit I've ever seen. And the worst part about this is all he does is put lotion inside of a condom. And the acting is so fucking horrible. She comes to quote unquote confront him about it. And they add these little punch sound effects when she hits him like as lightly as humanly possible. Listen. That fucking sound, dude. Like, just stop. I literally can't even let this video play for 5 seconds because the acting is so shit. Listen to this fucking sound when she just throws a wrapper at him.
Look at it. It's a condom wrapper. That's not mine. Why the fuck is it in the room? That's not mine. What do you mean it's not yours?
This was fucking... This was the worst. I've seen them all. I've seen all the YouTube eras. I've seen all of them. This was the worst. There is no comparison. When the prank invasion started, is what they call it, the prankers, every fucking video was just pranks, and it was so fucking fake. There was not a single real prank video on the entire website. You never disappoint. This prank was lit. She was trying her hardest to be serious at the end. Like, what the fuck? No, nobody was trying to be serious. It was obviously fake. We always top the next stupid thing. True. Yeah, just a prank, bro. What was that fucking Sam Pepper? And like Sam Pepper made that horrible video that was just going way too far, like the kidnapping prank. Like, that's the video that basically ruined his entire career. Prank that went too far. Killing my best friend prank by Sam and Colby. God, dude, pranks were so shit. Kidnapping a girl with Uber prank, LMFAO. Like, how is that an LMFAO? He's doing IRL streams now where he goes to India and just does racist shit. Why does that not surprise me? Yeah, I don't know, dude. Cheating prank with best friend's girlfriend, intense. Colby Brock. Yeah, this guy was fucking guilty of that shit too. Cheating prank, intense. Just in case you didn't realize it, this is intense, dude. No, pranks were never fucking funny. The only reason why pranks ever became a thing on YouTube is because the 12-year-olds who had just discovered YouTube didn't realize they were fake. And that kept happening every single year. The new group of 12-year-olds would emerge and start watching the videos. They didn't realize they were fake, and it would just be a vicious cycle. We have a kidnapping prank recently at my country. Little did they know an off-duty police is around and they were gun pointed. Yeah, dude. Like, it was getting out of hand. Like, people were just pushing the boundaries of what you should do in public just to get the views. You know what killed it? You know what killed it? Fucking Logan Paul. The guy who arguably was at the forefront of that stupid Vine prank invasion culture, he killed it with what he did in Japan. Because he was acting like a dipshit in Japan, just being like a fucking, just meat-headed American, just, you know, putting on the most stereotypical Japanese clothes and running around Tokyo with an American flag, just a bunch of dumb shit. And then he decided that it would be a good idea to show a corpse in the suicide forest in Japan. He decided this would be a good idea, and it basically ruined his career for a very significant period of time. YouTube removed him from the partnership program. Hey, appreciate that, Medicine Man. YouTube removed him from the partnership program. Google removed him from the promoted program, which means none of his videos were going to get special treatment over anybody else's videos. He was forced to make an apology video. He was forced to go on the news and apologize. He got interviewed by Michael Strahan. I forget if it was Good Morning America or what, but he got interviewed by Michael Strahan about how much of a colossal fuck up it was. And all of a sudden, after Logan Paul kind of became a martyr, then it became like, you know, it became like stepping on landmines, whether or not you wanted to continue uploading prank videos. Like, it wasn't a good idea at all to continue doing that. So people stopped doing it. And that's when that whole culture really started to die down. Because nobody wanted to become the next Logan Paul, you know, by taking a prank too far. Unfortunately, I think Sam Pepper still did it. His kidnapping prank, like, ruined his career. But still, I gotta blow my nose really quick. Oh, it'll never fully die, Doc, unfortunately, but it'll never fully die. Because people, for some reason, are just enamored with the idea of pranking other people and getting it on video. Like, that will just inevitably bring in, like, gargantuan views. I don't understand it, personally. But I honestly think what it is just very young people not knowing that it's fake, and they just keep coming around. It's like, oh, hey, they're old enough to make a YouTube account now. They don't realize it's fake, and then they just keep on. The cycle just keeps going on forever. You know? Yep, it's like reality TV. Hey, as one Paul Stanley said, lead singer of Kiss, whenever Gene Simmons started his reality show, he said, there's two truths in the world. You can have reality or you can have television. There's no such thing as a fusion of the two. That does not exist. So you either live in reality or you live in a TV world. There's no such thing as reality TV. Very true. Not that it's a profound thing to say. We all know it's true, but, you know, that's the main person I remember saying that quote. Like how they watch those chiropractor videos and think they're real doctors. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like a profound thing to say, but it is a good observation. But that's, you know, Paul Stanley was never on that show. And people asked him why he was never on. They're like, what? Your bandmate has this reality TV show. Why have you never gone on it? And he said that. And then he said, I would rather spend my time, you know, living my real life with my family than living in a pretend scripted life that's been created and curated for television. I was like, yeah, 100%. Like, literally, whose life do you think is interesting enough that they need cameras following them around 24/7? The Kardashians? Fuck no. Every single episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians is heavily scripted and produced. I'll tell this story really quick. Now, obviously, I can't go into details, but there was a time in my life where I did transcription on the side. If you don't know what transcription is, it's basically captions. And you never knew what the job was going to be. Major production companies used this website that I worked at. And there were a couple of times when I got interviews for TV shows and I knew what the TV shows were. Instead of like the quick little 2 to 3 minute blurbs of these interviews, though, it was like a 3-hour version that I would need to do. The job would pay me like $100. I would do it, but it was like a 3-hour interview for what turned out to be a 2-minute segment on TV. And what was the majority of the 3 hours? The producers sitting there telling the person exactly what to say, how to say it, how to pace their words. Like, it was so heavily coached it just made me realize that none of those TV interviews are even remotely real. None of them. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude, it was like well, I can at least say this. It was like a 3-hour interview for a cooking show. And in this cooking show, they interview people that are going to be competing on it. Okay. There's a shit ton of different shows like that, but that's all I can say about it. But it was a 3-hour cut. I saw the final episode on TV, by the way, months later, and it was like a 2-minute segment that got cut down from those 3 hours. So that just told me, like, it is so scripted. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. And when I saw that, I was like, well, that's my reality check to understand how fake TV really is. I don't watch TV anymore after that. There's a reason why they have like an executive producer and just a producer and an associate producer and assistant producer, because all these people, their job is strictly to get the lines that they want to get. And whether you have those opinions or not, by the end of the interview, they will get the lines out of you. Like, they'll get the lines that they want, one way or the other. Batman and Robin extended cut. And you can even see TV producers saying this too. They're like, oh, you know, that's part of being a good producer is you got to get that soundbite. You got to get that line. So whether or not the person feels this way, we're going to get the line out of them because that's what we need for the ratings. Reality TV has a formula. Say what's going to happen, watch it happen, talk about what just happened. Yeah, think about Hell's Kitchen, like Dr. Red just said. You're watching these events unfold, and then they're cutting in interviews of the people talking about what happened. And then I look over and I notice, I forgot the potatoes. And then it cuts to them forgetting the potatoes, and then it plays the meow sound effect. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Dramatic sound. That sound. You hear the interview, they go, and then I look over and I realize I forgot the potatoes. And then it shows the clip of them forgetting the potatoes, and then you hear this. Yeah, it's just fucking so stupid, dude. Is the spaghetto in the trash scripted too? I actually don't know. That sound too. They actually do play this sound on some TV shows. Dramatic sound effect. Dun dun dun. No, not that. Yeah, exactly. You get eliminated. You're deflated, defeated, sad. The producer waves you over and they say, hey, we got to do this interview. Before you go anywhere, we got to do this interview. God, that's the only sound I can find, dude. But yeah, there's plenty of other sounds in that show that do that dumb shit. Charles style mystery diners is also wild. Where's the lamb? Yeah, the fucking Vine boom, dude. Oh my god. Where's the lamb? Where's the halibut? Joel. Oh my god.
Listen. Andy, you're a first class cunt. What do you know to send that shit? Hey, look, there you go. That's Whistler for you. No chap. You're actually rescuing in Whistler, yes? Fuck off, will you? Hey, Jim, touch them with your fingers. You've got control with your fingers. Yeah, chef. There, touch. There we go. They're ready. When you got tongs and you're stuffing it. You're not performing appendicitis, you
What the fuck? Okay, that's going in the Discord for sure, dude. PBS actually did the first reality TV show. What was it? What was it called? Dude, fucking Big Brother is another example of that. Like, Big Brother and Real World are two of the most, like, why do they need to cast? Why would you need to cast for cast members of a reality TV show? It just doesn't make any sense. It's so obvious that it's just bullshit. Yeah, Big Brother is all about just finding people that'll listen to all of the directors' directions and do exactly what they say. That's what that entire show is about. It's just horse shit. Anyways, guys, we gotta get started playing the game or we're not gonna get anywhere tonight. Or wife swap. Oh my god, wife swap is so bad, dude. Oh, that God Warrior. I wanted to show you guys this. That God Warrior episode I was talking about the other day. Let me show you this. Before we start. Before we start, let me show you that God Warrior episode I was talking about. 1973, An American Family. Wife swap, God Warrior. Oh my god. Why is this video an hour and 59 minutes long? It was Trading Spouses. Yeah, Trading Spouses, God Warrior.
Get back into relationship with the earth, the sun, and the stars.
He is tampering in things not of God.
Strong personal beliefs.
Do you believe in God or do you believe in a higher power?
We'll put one mom to the test.
It's kind of the same as wife swap, yeah. I'm sure the most replayed part is her like absolute meltdown over. Yeah, here it is. She gets back to her family, immediately breaks down in tears. And all that happened at this family's house that she swapped to was they had a star on their garage. Like they had an actual star, like a star that any kid would draw on a piece of paper on their garage. And it was just a light so that they could see at night. And she was calling it witchcraft and gorgiles and saying that it was dark, you know, and demonic. Here's when she gets back to her house. What the hell was that? So fake, dude. It's so fake. They're like, hey, everybody, react to your mom being back. React. Now watch what she does as soon as she gets in here. Like what? Dark-sided? Even the cameraman was like, what the hell? Did you see him like reel back? He's like, what the hell's going on? Watch him. This guy, he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's not Christians. Did you not ask if she believed in God? She's not a Christian.
She could be a Jew and believe in God.
It doesn't matter. She's tampering in dark-sided stuff. Yes, she did. The entire house is dark-sided.
She said her whole house is.
She is dark-sided too. Why are you mad at us?
Yeah, she blames her family because she says her family should have screened the family that she was going to be swapping with better. So she blamed her own family for this when they have nothing to do with it.
I want no money. I want nothing. I want my God and I want my family. This is tainted. I don't want it.
Yeah, they were supposed to give them money for going through this whole process. Or basically what would happen is the families would notice something that the other family maybe needed help with, and they would use money from the show to help them get that done. So they had already put the money in this envelope with a letter about what they were going to use it for, and she just tears it up and says she doesn't want it because it's dark-sided.
Whatever it is, it's tainted. Whatever it is, you give it me. I give it.
Like her daughter right here basically got traumatized because of this. She talked about it in interviews later.
I'm a God warrior, and I don't want someone with tainted anything in beliefs doing anything with my family. Get out. hats off with me. I've had enough.
Sith Lord money.
Psychics! Everything's ungodly! Dark-sided!
Gorgiles and psychics.
I'm glad you're home.
Get the hell out of my house. In Jesus' name, I pray. I've had enough.
Mama, just sit. Mom, come sit with
Did
us.
you talk about astrology?
No.
Did you get hypnotized by her? I have taken a stand. I have taken a stand. I am not a fence rider. I was over there praying for all these people, but I needed prayer. I needed you to be
praying for
I needed you get
Mom,
me.
I was praying for you every night. I was praying for you every
But
night.
I
So
needed your prayers.
So it's my fault.
You did come to my mind.
See, why are you gonna blame your daughter? You agreed. No. You don't get to do that. You agreed to be on this show. You agreed to drive over there. You agreed to be on camera. You signed many, many contracts, and now you're gonna blame your daughter for all this. That's why your daughter goes, so it was my fault.
There was nothing of God. Every day it was nothing of God. I had to change the whole plans and make everybody go to a Catholic church because I was leaving. Took the earsets off, said I am leaving. Fly me home.
Mama, just talk
We had a party, a solstice party.
Well, she said that was about the moon. It was the longest.
Yeah, it's about the moon because they only believe in the moon and the gods and the this and the that.
Jeannie was not like that.
Her name is Jade. I went to her station. Her kids don't go to church or believe in God. I've been with her kids.
Well, she did.
Ashley, astrology.
Mama, believe me.
Tarot card readings.
She didn't bring it up with us.
And if everybody would look back at everything I've been saying and preaching and praying and saying, I've been saying I am a spiritual warrior because I feel like I'm a spiritual warrior. Like I've had to put armor on just to walk out that house.
Like, what in God's name? No pun intended, but what the hell was her problem? She's just having a full-on meltdown and screeching at her own family, tearing up the money because she had a bad experience.
Out of this, because you know what? I won't take some ungodly person telling me what to do with my money or that money for us. I don't want it in my house. It's tarot
So she's going to punish her family and not accept the money.
cards and astrology and witch books and
We had none of that here.
because you know why? Because I'm the warrior. I asked all the questions. Take the money. Take whatever you got. You can't get out of my house. In Jesus' name, I pray. They will be on my prayer list for the day I die. Every one of
You
them.
spoke to her?
I speak that into existence. Every one of them. I've planted that seed and I will see the harvest. Get out of my house. Every dark-sided person, get out of my house. If you believe in Jesus, you can stay here. Don't stay in my house if you're dark-sided. I don't want to see a book of witches. I don't want to see anything, any stars. I don't want to see any of this.
Yeah, the star. She still brings up the fucking star that was on their garage. It was literally just a light in the shape of a star. Not a pentagram, just a star. Imagine you lose your CS game and hear this down the mic. Well, this was a very viral video back in the day. Like, people used to share this constantly and clip it and quote it and meme it, everything.
Psychics, all the things, tarot card reading. I rebuke it in the name of the Lord.
Mom, come
No,
sit. It was
I am
nothing
a-
like that. Look, come talk to us on our
I am a
hands.
prayer warrior. Do you know what she is?
That
You know
was
what
such
they
a-
do? Did you ask her, was she a Christian? Did you ask her, did she believe in God? Not gods, not witches, I've been educated. Well, I've been educated on stuff I didn't even want you to hear, but you need to. You know why? Because Mama can't pretend. They put me on the talk show and had a psychic.
CMT, yeah, country music television.
Home. I don't believe in this. Why don't you ask? Why am I I'm always the one that asks all these things. I'm the one that's the warrior. Why can't you be the warrior? And then they have this wonderful star thing. Okay. And there's Buddha, and there's the Buddha flag, and then there's the zoology. It just goes on. Every day it was something ungodly. I was thrown in the pit.
Yeah, it just goes on basically from here. It just doesn't stop, dude. She just has a full-blown meltdown, and basically this episode became the highest ratings they ever got. And somebody said in the comments, the irony is she's the only one that looks demonic by the end when she's having a meltdown and screeching at her family at the top of her lungs. True. But yeah. I just love how the dark-sided one was the open-minded, compassionate, and accepting person, while the God Warrior was closed-minded, judgmental, and opinionated while shrieking. Yeah, I mean, that was basically the consensus at the time, was like, well, she's not exactly acting very Christian. She's not being very accepting in this moment, so. I pitched on a redesign of CMT back in the day, didn't get it. She oddly reminds me of one of my aunts. Oh yeah, dude, I had grandparents like this too. My dad had bought me this Godzilla hand puppet thing. Like the 1998 Godzilla movie had just come out, and they just had these little hand puppets where you could press a button and it would make a sound. I brought that over. My grandma on my mom's side, she ripped it off of my hand and like bruised my hand and burned it in their front yard because she said it was the devil. Yeah, she straight up burned it in the front yard. Like I had family members that were like that too, dude. A lot of stuff that I was into when I was a kid, they called it the devil, and they would destroy it if I brought it over there. So eventually we got to the point where we just didn't bring anything. And then eventually we got to the point where we didn't even bring ourselves, because the whole time we were over there, they would just, you know, tell us how we were evil because of this, that, or the other reason when we were just kids, you know, just being kids. But yeah, that was not a fun one. My dad and her went at it many times over stuff like that. Many times. Anyways, let's actually play the video game now. We've seen enough of this, but you're right though. This was a very low moment. No, it was real. This was one of those rare moments where she actually had a real meltdown. Apparently the daughter that looks scarred in this, she got a role as an NFL cheerleader. Let's see. Brooke Perrin is her name, I think. Yeah, so she is doing good in life. But yeah, I think the God Warrior actual lady she did pass away, if I remember right. Marguerite Perrin. Wow, of course her name would be Marguerite. Wow. Wow, she still has... No, dude. If you search her, she still has, like, a presence. Like, why does she still have... Why does it say TV personality? And it's still showing clips. Even the cameraman looked weirded out. Oh, he was. She was fucking screaming at the top of her lungs. It's no wonder, dude. Let me see. Yeah, apparently her one daughter died in a car accident in 2007. But yeah, that was just an incredible that was 2005. Wow, that was one of the first like viral YouTube clips ever too. I remember everybody talking about that shit because it was just unbelievable. Like it was straight up unbelievable. The people could not fucking believe what they were seeing. Oh God. Sorry, that was way too loud. She has the power of God and anime on her side. Yeah. Do we restart? Do we restart or yeah, let's restart because I was in the apartments already. Shit. It's so sensitive, dude. I'll update the title after this.
Mary, could you really be in this town?
Damn, it feels like the voices are way louder than everything else. Peed in the sink. All right, let me update the game. Yeah, so mouse and keyboard is pretty cool for this game, I'm not gonna lie. It's implemented very well. I like it. It's so much nicer to have the mic here because it's actually out of my face. You know, I can actually see the whole screen now instead of just having half of it be covered by the mic. Just because of the way the table is set up, or the desk. But yeah, 60 FPS mode. It looks a little jarring at first.
In my restless dreams.
He's looking at
See
the
that
player, dude. Yeah. Another fact versus fiction.
You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
Somebody actually edited this guitar loop so you can get the track by itself. I'll probably grab it. I think Fungo did it.
I got a letter.
I'd love to have just a loop of this for the stream.
The name on the envelope said Mary.
It does look insane in 60, dude.
It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. A dead person can't write a letter. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then, why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Does she mean the park on the lake?
It makes me want to search Mary.
We spent the whole day there. Just the two of us, staring at the water. Could Mary really be there?
I don't remember that, Dr. Red.
Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
I must have missed that one. Yeah, so that lake is actually just a background image. As you run closer, what I love about this is as you run closer to this fence, you get to hear his footsteps get louder. As if there's a physical camera that's moving, and then when you run away, you hear his footsteps get quieter. See, and then once the camera changes, it comes back. These images in Enhanced Edition are also AI upscaled, so they look way nicer than they usually would. When did this happen, Dr. Red? You need to post a clip of this, dude. I can't go any further by car. I guess I'll have to walk. Yeah, Brams is where Sybil said she's from. So she said she's from the next town over, which actually is not true because it should be Paleville would be the next town over. Brams is almost 30 miles away. Paleville's 10 miles away, so that's one of the weird inconsistencies about the story. Damn, dude. Let me consult the wiki. Oh no. I love that this game has full mouse and keyboard support now, dude. As much as I didn't mind using a controller, I much prefer playing it like this. Mouse and keyboard is just my preferred way to play anything, really. That's all it comes down to. Looks so jank when you quick turn. Any updates on Silent Hill 2 Remake? The last update I heard was that Bloober Team put out a statement that they were basically done with the game and they were just waiting on Konami. And then Konami said that's not true. And then Bloober put out another statement clarifying that it actually wasn't true. And it's not that close to being completely done yet. So that was the last thing that I heard, was there was a bit of confusion about the progress of it. So hopefully that type of shit doesn't continue. Because we do not need misinformation about that going on. From the developers themselves, especially. Fuck that.
Excuse me,
Oh, I'm sorry. I
No,
was
it's
just...
okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
They lost the source code again, dude. No.
Yeah. I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But
Yes?
I think you'd better stay away.
Look at his face while she says this, by the way.
This town, there's something wrong with it. It's kind of hard to explain, but...
Is it dangerous?
See his eyebrows moving?
And it's not just the fog, either.
Okay, I got it.
Blur bar spreads misinformation all the time.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I really don't care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going to town either way.
But why?
I'll talk about that more in a sec.
I'm looking for someone.
Who is it?
Someone very important to me. I'd do anything if I could be with her again.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her.
Again, you see his eyebrows moving.
I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry. It's not your problem.
I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
There was a fucking... I need to stop talking about the subreddit and visiting it because it's just a cesspool of misinformation more than the Silent Hill wiki ever has been. But basically, there was a guy on there who made a meme that the only point of articulation on any of the characters in this game outside of the CG cutscenes was their jaws when they speak. And so somebody posted a GIF responding to them, showing him that the eyebrows move and other points on their faces move to show expression. And just fucking unloaded on him like, oh, do your research before you say anything or spread bullshit. Like, we don't need dumbasses like you in the community. I was like, holy shit, dude. This guy got absolutely triggered and he just exploded, just detonated on him. Enhanced edition mods of the RE OGs. I actually didn't know that those existed. But yeah, I'd love to. Just because I'm a Silent Hill focused channel doesn't mean I wouldn't love to do a Resident Evil story marathon as well. I would love to, but I just need to get a proper version of Biohazard 1 that isn't, that isn't sullied by bad music. Like the version that they have on the PSN store. Yeah, the squishing in the distance. Just play Remake. Oh yeah, Remake is amazing. Especially on PC, damn. It's one of the two. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like stepping in leaves around you. Yeah, if you try to turn around, he says there's no reason to go back. I'm going to look for Mary. I love how you can kind of see the sewage drains down there. But it's tough to see with all the fucking fog. But yeah, like almost any day, I was talking to somebody about this game. I can't even fathom the amount of conversations I've had about this game, just, you know, in passing or with people I know. And I was talking about how it still has room to criticize. Like, people that give games like this a 10 out of 10, I just don't think they're thinking about it very critically. I know IGN has changed the definition of what a 10 out of 10 is because they know that it can't mean a literally flawless game. But I do see a lot of people give this a 10, and I'm like, well, look, although the story is executed extremely well, a main character with amnesia has got to be like one of the single most stereotypical story elements you could even fathom, you know? So it's like, yeah, it might be executed extremely well, but the concept itself is very stereotypical. Now, the way that they handled it was expert, and it turned out great, but it is just something that had been done 1,000,001 times, you know? The other thing I could argue is the ammo balancing is completely broken. Yeah, I archived those, Dr. Red. They're on my stream YouTube channel. If you do the Trick or Treat game show, if you get the reward from that, you get like 6 boxes of shotgun shells, a bunch of healing, and it basically gives you enough shotgun shells that you can just pop off for the rest of the game and never have any problems. Like, they give you way too much ammo in the town at night. Like, the rest of the game just becomes trivially easy because of that. Yeah, Memento is one of my favorite movies ever. Teddy, don't believe his lies. He'll make him his John G. Good way to rework the trope, just make it consistent throughout. Yeah. Yeah, Memento is an amazing movie. I'd love to watch that in the Discord as well. I wonder, can you? Oh. Oh. Yeah, it does still have some hitching. I think the hitching is just where it's loading in new areas. There's not anything like that's just inherently in the game itself, because Silent Hill 2 and 3 run on a custom engine, and I'm pretty sure 4 does as well. So there's some things that you just can't, you know, fix with code. And that's one of them. The hitching like that, where it loads in a new area. Yeah. Hosing the dirt and grime off of the town. Somebody's got to clean this damn mess up. Could be, but I have it installed on an M.2 NVMe, so.
Is it dead? What the hell is it?
It's not human.
It's not human.
Oh yeah, it is butter smooth. It's very weird seeing it at 60 FPS because I'm just so used to seeing it at 30. I mean, I've been playing it my whole life at 30.
Oh yeah.
So it's very weird.
this thing broken? What the? I'd better take it anyway. I might need it.
I'm actually not going to go for in water this time. We go for the in water ending every single time, especially what with Ito said recently. For the longest time, we thought that in water was considered the canon ending over the others for some reason, but he recently said that that's not true, and he actually prefers the leave ending. He said that the original 4 endings that you can unlock without doing a second playthrough, those are all canon endings. There's none more canon than the others. So leave, in water, Maria, and what's the last one? Leave, Maria, in water, and not rebirth, because rebirth you need a second playthrough for. I can't remember what the last one is. But he basically said none of them is more canon than the others. It's just that, you know, people have gotten that misconception because some of the developers have said that they prefer that ending. But it's not necessarily true. And I said that many times on this channel too. I said that in water was the true ending. And I just had thought that that was the case, but it turns out it's not. Which ending am I leaving out? I have to be leaving one of them out. Leave Maria in water. And there's one fucking more that I can't think of for some reason. I mean, maybe he's talking about Rebirth. Maybe Rebirth is another one that's considered canon. It would almost have to be, because I think those are the only 3 endings you can get on a first playthrough. Yeah, dog and you. Yeah, so it must be Rebirth that he's talking about. I'll wait at Bar Neely's. This is what you're supposed to do. This is the order of events that you're supposed to do. Of course, you can walk into Neely's bar immediately, and you can also go straight to Martin Street, but I like to do it in the order you're supposed to do it in. So yeah, confirmed by Ito that all those 4 endings are equally as canon as one another, and there's no, and he even said in his response, he's like, if we wanted one of them to be the ideal ending, we would have made that obvious. But we didn't do it because there is no intended ending. So this time around, we're going to go for leave. I haven't gone for the leave ending in many, many years, but I do love it. I love in water as well, but, you know, we can always just show it. Yeah, I love this here. It shows that it's like, who else was here and made all these markings? You know, it's just one of those things that your brain can just wonder about. Like somebody else was exploring the town. And they even have this arrow, so they went through the other side and came back through the apartments and ended up in this area of town. It's like, who left this map here? Silent Hill Savings Bank. And then, of course, the classic, the most hotly debated thing in the entire Silent Hill community for well over 20 years. There was a hole here. It's gone now. Nobody really knows what this means. The developers have never really clarified what this means. But we can assume that it was probably written by the person who also had this map. And it most likely it doesn't mean anything. It's just there to be creepy. It's just there to be this disturbing and unsettling text that you're supposed to wonder about what the hell it means. Which it was very, very successful. You can say that for sure. Because boy, have people argued and and gotten into ridiculous internet fights over what the hell that means for many, many, many years. Unbelievable amounts of time have been spent by the Silent Hill community arguing about that. But yeah, I'm too old for that shit. Yeah, do not. That is a horrible idea. I am too old to get involved in those conversations anymore. I made the mistake of getting involved in some of those whenever the remake got announced, and I regret it horribly. I vehemently regret it. His shoes are going through the ground. Wow. Just running into the garage door. Yeah, I was wondering last time we played this, I think I mentioned this too. I was wondering if the 60 FPS breaks a lot of things, because a lot of times when you run games higher than their original intended frame rate, it breaks animations, it breaks like hitboxes and stuff. So I wonder if it's going to break some stuff about this game. We'll have to find out. I mean, I haven't seen it so far. So far, it seemed fine through the apartments, but I don't know. Playtester mode on. Well, I mean, the enhanced edition developers, I'm sure, have done a shit ton of their own. Oh yeah, we know it's not the same for everybody. Like what Angela and Eddie sees is vastly different than what we see. James in this whole game is seeing like water damage and rot and dilapidation. Angela's seeing everything on fire, and Eddie's seeing everything as a giant freezer / meat locker. At least the area that we were in, he was seeing it as that, which definitely wasn't a meat locker. Like, why would there be a meat locker right outside of a boat launch? What's this? Looking at this makes me feel like someone's groping around inside my skull. Oh, wow, that's interesting. So if you don't read this text in the well at the beginning, whichever one of these save icons you come up to first, he says that. It gives me a weird feeling. That's really interesting, actually. I didn't realize he did that.
That's special.
Hey, what's up, Tommy3? What's up, dude? Appreciate you hanging out with us. Yeah, I'm a massive Silent Hill fan, almost to a fault. I get way too in-depth about the lore. We have super in-depth conversations about these games at least once a week on not just this channel, but also in my Discord, so. Yeah, just a sec. What's your favorite one of the ones that you've played? Yeah, I'm excited for it. I was very like cautiously optimistic in the beginning because I've been in this community since about 2006. I've seen all of the bad Western Silent Hills come out, and so I just learned to kind of curb my expectations over time. But I am excited for it. I just want it. I want it to be good. I really do. Your favorite is SH2 originally? I don't think anything good is going to come of the remake not doing well. You know what I mean? Just a mannequin, but these clothes. So yeah, what he's talking about, as I'm sure everybody knows, is this mannequin has on the same clothes as his wife in this photo. A photo from when she was still healthy. Yeah. I feel like James, because he already knows the town, he made a mental map for it, but based on how he saw the town before it turned into this. Yeah, it's definitely a fusion of the two the last time he was here. You can hit !rank to see my personal ranking, but let me justify it because every time someone types it, they're like, what? What the fuck? The reason is because Silent Hill 1 and 3 are more closely related to what the series was originally about, which is the cult and the summoning ritual and all that stuff, so... That's why I personally prefer those two. But it is not to say that this is not a good game. This is a phenomenal, you know, top of the absolute top horror game, and there's no way around that. It just, I don't feel like it's the most accurate to what Silent Hill is about. It's more of a departure, which everybody knows that. Everybody knows that it's a departure. By the way, as I'm sure you've seen in the title, this is the newest update of the Enhanced Edition. So it gives us a few cool features. The two main ones are 60 FPS support and native mouse and keyboard support, which the PC version of Silent Hill 2 has never had. Hey, listen. Yeah, except Konami. Konami has decided to make Silent Hill 2 the new canon and base every Western Silent Hill on this one. There's a key on the ground on the other side of the bar, so if I stretch my arm out, I just might be able to reach it. Imagine you just select no and run away. I don't have time for this.
Ow! Hey, wait! Damn it.
Oh my god, the camera. Holy shit. Yeah, so what's interesting about this room is if you don't have the flashlight, you actually cannot pick up the, I don't think I even have a flashlight button. But if you don't have the flashlight, you actually cannot pick up the pistol here because he won't be able to see it. The shopping cart. What's that doing here? But this room reminds me a lot, or I guess the room in Silent Hill 3 reminds me of this one a lot, in the basement of the hospital where you get the submachine gun. There's bullet holes everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And shell casings everywhere. So we know something really violent happened in here, but we don't know what. And I love that style of, you know, showing you a little bit, being vague about it, letting your mind wander instead of showing you exactly what happened. That's what some of the later Silent Hills did, is they just show you graphic violence on screen for your entertainment. Well, it is a little bit of that in this game too, though, Rose. It's a little bit of both. So he is experiencing some, you know, self-induced, probably assisted by the town, bit of denial/amnesia, but he is also still refusing to accept what he did.
I need that money. I really do. I need that.
Hey, appreciate that, Tommy.
Some bits for a fellow Silent Hill fan.
Hey, appreciate that, man. Sorry about that DSP. Oh God, I always forget about that shit. Sorry about that DSP soundbite, but what was that? Some kind of noise north of here. I appreciate those bits, man. Yeah, man. I've been neck deep in the Silent Hill community for since about 2006. I remember looking up rumors about the upcoming Silent Hill 5 or Silent Hill Homecoming and getting excited. Boy, that was a mistake. Give me just a sec. I just gotta blow my nose. Oh yeah, I saw the Boogie versus Wings match. Boogie got his ass beat and he barely even put his hands up. You know what's hilarious about that though, Tommy? Everybody in the community at the time was actually relentlessly roasting Silent Hill 4 and calling it a really bad game. And then Homecoming came along and the opinion on 4 changed completely. Everybody was like, oh, you know what? Actually, Silent Hill 4 was pretty good. It's like, yeah, dude, it was always good. What the hell? I never understood the hate for Silent Hill 4 in the beginning. Oh, I love 4. 4 is one of... look, it's impossible to rank 4 above 3, 2, and 1, but it is still miles ahead of almost every other horror game that I've played. You know, survival horror. It is an incredible game. It just has some flaws that do hold it back. You know, things like the combat being pretty jank, the the second half of the game just being a repeat of all the same areas of the first half of the game, just with Eileen. It has some flaws. I mean, I don't think anybody would deny that it's got some big problems, but it's still an amazing game. Yeah, Henry Townsend having no real personality is another issue. But, you know, the way they tried to justify that in the story is because he is representative of wisdom. So maybe they're trying to say that he's a very calm and zen-like person, you know? So even in the face of all the fucked up shit happening to him, he doesn't have much of a personality. You know, maybe that's why he's considered the keeper of wisdom. I don't know. It feels like that was the way that they tried to justify how little of a personality that he actually has. It's too dark to tell for sure, but I think there's something on the other side of the hole. Nope, don't investigate. Give up and leave. But, you know, we recently did a segment, Tommy, called Dumpster Diving, where I just played, you know, games that are thought to be awful. And of course, Silent Hill HD Collection was first on that list. It was just as awful as everybody says. Not that I didn't know that, but, you know, it's, good Lord, it did not disappoint. Holy shit, it's so bad. That was the clock key, right? And of course, we played with new voices. So I played the Troy Baker edition. Literally every, like, extra male voice in the game is just Troy Baker. And I wish I were joking. I would say fuck the whole, but James would take that too literally. True. Why would a remaster of the HD collection be bad? Isn't it the same game but higher res? Oh, no. Well, so that is a very long and involved topic, but the bottom line is Konami really fucked up in who they selected to do the HD collection, and the team decided that they didn't want to just upscale the games. They wanted to make a lot of changes. So they made the first area that they fucked up is they didn't have all the source code. So they had to work from beta versions of the games that didn't have the debugging that the original team had already gone through. So they were buggy as fuck. They crashed frequently. They perform significantly worse than the original games, even on PS2. And they also added a lot of things unnecessarily. Like they added a lot of additional art that looks like shit. They changed the voices. They changed a lot of things. And you know, I can't even begin to get into all the details of things that were screwed up, but there's a video by a channel called Twin Perfect called the Silent Hill HD Collection. It's called The Real Silent Hill Experience. And if you go throughout that series and you find their video on the HD collection, they basically detailed fuck-ups and mistakes for over 2 hours. So there were so many fuck-ups and mistakes that they were able to document them all for 2+ hours. And there's no filler either. It's all mistakes. But the title says remastered. That implies that it's done in HD. Doesn't imply it, it says it. But as we implied, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to improve anything. Okay. Henry, Mildred, and Scott. So we know this, hours, minutes, and seconds. So 9, 10, and 15 seconds. Can't touch the needles of the clock like this. Wow, look how high quality this shit is. You can even see the reflection of the clock face in the glass on the right. Damn, this art is crazy good. There's writing on the clock. The scars from the past shall remove the nail that stops time. But yeah, what you said, Tommy, about it being the same game but higher res, that's what IGN and a few other game quote-unquote journalism websites did, is they didn't even play the game and they just gave it like 8s and 9s out of 10s. And they got roasted relentlessly because the games were so shit and they didn't even play them to find that out. You know? That was the sad part about that whole situation. Oh yeah, you did mention that a while back, Rose. This is one of the scenes they showed in the remake already. Quite a bit of it, at least. We don't know how the final version's going to be, but they showed a lot of it in the trailer. Damn, that bass. I love the way that he scans with his hand. You see that? It's like he's using his hand to see. Finally got some shit written out because I was studying the games a bit to get a feel of how the world may look in the eyes of a child who has no guilty conscience. Yeah, that's kind of how Laura's story is. Hey, welcome back, Dr. Red. This is a key that you can miss, but thankfully they give you that camera to basically say, hey, dumb fuck, pick up this key. It would be very easy to miss otherwise. It's everyone's favorite fiction thing, Pyramid Head, yay. Hey, check this out, Tommy, if you're still here. We got the Pyramid Head charm on the mic. This is the one that has like all the screws and hardware in it, so it's not accurate to Silent Hill 2, but it's still cool. We've also got room 312, the key for it, and then Lakeview Hotel tag. So it's basically a whole ass Silent Hill 2 keychain / charm set on here. And it worked out perfect because it hooks right on the mic arm like this and it doesn't move, so it worked out perfect that way. All right. And again, when I was talking about with the vague implying with this game, we don't know exactly what happened in this room. We don't know exactly what the hell was going on in this room before we got here. We just know that it was something violent. I mean, these two creatures are dead because of it. It seems like they're implying that it could have also been something sexual, but we just don't know. And that's like the main theme of this game. It implies a lot, but it doesn't tell you exactly what's happening a lot of times, or really ever, which I think is definitely a benefit. You know, it lets your mind wander a lot, and that can create more scary situations than the developers could actually show you, you know, which is never a bad thing. Wait, what? Oh, that's the hyper spray. I was wondering what the hell that was. I was like, why the hell is he holding it like that? The fucking hyper spray, dude. That's the funniest item in the game, bar none. Bar fucking none. Bag of chips explains so much. Yeah. was talking about that the other day. I was having this conversation with somebody and they said to me, well, this was years ago, but they were like, oh yeah, Silent Hill's so great because everything has symbolism. Like even a bag of chips could mean like this, that, or the other. And I was like, no. Like Twin Perfect said so beautifully, there is no need for a 7-page essay about the way James pronounces his W's or why Walter wears a brown coat instead of a blue one. Which someone has really written that shit about the coat color that Walter wears. That's a real thing that somebody wrote on the wiki. Yeah. The fucking 30-page essay about the way James pronounces his W's. That's my favorite line. Because it would actually exist. Like with the absurdity of the shit that I've seen in this community, it would actually exist. Alright, now this article right here is really the basis for Silent Hill 4's story. The garbage can is torn and the contents are strewn all over. What's this? Some gossip magazine, eh? The police announced today that Walter Sullivan, who was arrested on the 18th of this month for the brutal murder of Billy Locane and his sister Miriam, committed suicide in his jail cell early on the morning of the 22nd. According to the police statement, Sullivan used a soup spoon to stab himself in the neck, severing his carotid artery. By the time the guard discovered him, Sullivan was dead from blood loss, the spoon buried 2 inches in his neck. Yeah, this is 60 FPS, Jim. An old schoolmate of Walter Sullivan's from his hometown of Pleasant River said he didn't look like the type of guy who would kill kids. But I do remember that just before they arrested him, he was blurting out all sorts of strange stuff like, he's trying to kill me, he's trying to punish me, the monster, the red devil. Forgive me, I did it, but it wasn't me. The schoolmate then added, I guess now that I think of it, he was kind of crazy. Roasted him. Absolutely roasted him. This game is ripping off William Afton. Oh, hey, we're about to meet our favorite character, or one of them. Yeah, look how smooth this is, Jim. It looks crazy at 60. Oh, they are spraying me, dude. Look at this speed run strats. Let's go. Speed run strats. That's not a speed run strat. I'm just making shit up. You tested the update a little. Yeah, they've made it super easy to update the modules. I like that a lot. I mean, it's like, it's just a fucking breeze to get through it. Oh, Freak Sticks. What's up, dude? Long time no see. Holy shit. Sorry, guys. Sorry for that loud ass sound effect. I had to turn it all down. Freak Sticks. Long time no see, man. Oh my god. 17 months. Holy shit. Appreciate that, man. Okay, yeah, the cutscene audio is still way too loud.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Do what?
I didn't do anything. I swear. He was like this when I got here.
My name's James. James Sunderland.
Eddie.
Eddie.
You been keeping busy, Freak? I just assumed you were super busy. I know you work a lot.
I swear I didn't kill anybody.
It's been good, man. It's been good. We've been doing crazy hours here lately.
You're not friends with that red pyramid thing, are you?
Red pyramid thing? I don't know what you're talking about. Honest. I did see some weird looking monsters.
It does still have your coffee stain. Yep. We're not cleaning it. It just brings back memories, you know? We don't want to lose the memory of it.
I guess this place isn't too safe either. What happened here anyway?
I told you, I don't know.
Yeah, what's the character's
I'm not
name?
even from this town. I just...
You too, huh?
You too, huh? Something just brought you here, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, whatever it is, I think you better get out of here soon.
Yeah, you're right. What about you?
I'll leave as soon as I'm done here. Eddie, be careful.
James, you be careful too.
I've been super busy. I drop in and listen from time to time. Yeah, I've been kind of behind on the YouTube uploads, but I've been trying to do a little bit better on that lately. Okay, we'll leave the audio about here. That seems to be a good mix. But the problem is this game has 3 audio tracks. One of them for the cutscene and dialogue, one of them for the background music, and one of them for sound effects. I can only adjust the sound effect and background music ones. So, yeah. But yeah, it's been good, Freak. We've been, like I said, we've been doing crazy fucking hours lately. Basically every month of this year, I've done a multi-day challenge. February, let's see. I think February and March I did insane hours. I know March I did 29 straight days. And in May we just finished, or April, late April to early May, we just finished a 14-day challenge. So 2 straight weeks, going live every night, minimum of 3 hours a night. So yeah. So if you go across from Eddie, what's interesting about this is there's a lot of football memorabilia and posters on the wall. The wall's covered with football posters and meaningless graffiti. I couldn't care less about either of them. So it's interesting that this is right across from Eddie, knowing what happens later in the game when he admits to you that he basically shot a football coach and his dog. So yeah. That's one of those things that really, you know, comes to light in a second playthrough. Decided not to give them a last name because children a lot of times don't know their last name. Yeah. Been on the grind. Ever notice the wallpaper in his room? Oh, the stripes? Or just what it says? Seen some new names, faces as well. Yeah, man. It's been awesome. We've still been at it. Yeah, the football players. Yeah. Pro Football Power Sports Club Inflexible Person. Nope. Nice try, bitch. Okay, so now we have the fire escape key. Well, I already had it. I know, that is a tiny detail for them to add. It's really cool. There's also a couple of those in the room we find Angela in later. Well, we're going to find her in it very soon, but yeah. There's no fire escape outside the door. Maybe they knocked it down when they built the building next door. I think I can get into the building next door if I go through the window in front of me. They stole this for the movie, by the way. Opening a fire escape and just seeing a building right next to it. That is such a weird thing. It makes me wonder, like, is the town capable of, like, changing its geometry or the way that the buildings are laid out to guide him in the right direction? Or is that just in his head, you know? Maybe that just actually happened. Like they built the building next door and it just is a weird coincidence, but I don't know. I feel like they're trying to say something more. Looks like there's something stuck inside the toilet. I'll tell a story about this. This was actually the reason why I started streaming again 3 years ago after a 6-year break. I'm just a dude disguised as another dude playing another dude. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Looks like a wallet. There's some kind of memo. Okay, perfect. So on hard riddle difficulty, this actually gives you Roman numerals to work with. The person that I was watching did not realize that they were Roman numerals. So basically, I was on Twitch one night. I was curious to see who was playing this game. The person that was playing it kept saying down, down 4. They only had one of them that had VV, but for some reason he was convinced that they were down arrows. And he was like, what is down, down 4? I don't understand what down, down 4 is. And eventually he just gave up. After struggling for like half an hour, he gave up. And I just said to myself, okay, fuck this. I'm gonna stream it and show how it's supposed to be played. Like, it just drove me nuts. Okay, so in this case, we've got 14, 11, 16, 13. So 14, 11, 16, 13. Yeah, it was just, as somebody else said, it was my inciting incident. I was like, I just can't allow this to continue, dude. I got to get on and show how this is supposed to be done. Just one of those moments. So you just could not let it fly. And that was the playthrough where a guy by the name of Drive My Bus showed up. You've killed 3 snakes this year already. Oh yeah, because you're working in like the, you know, the ditches around roads and stuff. Are you a lineman? Do you work on power lines? Is that what it is? You don't have to say. But that would make sense if it were true. Oh, tree cutter / trimmer. Okay. So yeah, you probably see a lot of them. Where you're in the south, you probably see a lot of copperheads, I would assume. Okay, so this is the room where we meet Angela. And again, you can see a stuffed animal. It probably belonged to the kid that used to live here. So there's these crayon drawings on the fridge. And there's also a teddy bear. So it kind of indicates that a kid used to live here. But it could also indicate how she's still kind of stuck in her childhood because of the trauma. So again, that's a very subtle detail for them to add, but it's there. So when you play on a second playthrough, it makes a lot more sense. Because no other apartments have anything like this in it. The layout is super unique. Tree cutting the snakes is your favorite? Got him.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, I'm James.
Angela.
God, the voices
Angela.
are so loud.
Okay. I don't know what you're planning, but there's always another way.
Yeah, rattlesnakes freak me out because Jesus, man, that'd be so bad if you got bitten by them.
But you're the same as me. It's easier just to run. Besides, is what we deserve.
No, I'm not like you.
Hi, James.
You
Applause.
afraid? I'm sorry.
This cutscene used to be really janky before. Like it would be jittery, but now obviously it's really smooth. Oh, look at her eye down there. Look at her eye looking up.
Your mother?
See?
Not yet. She's not anywhere.
My camera was right in
Did
the
she
way of
live
that.
in this apartment building?
I don't know.
So, all you know is she lived in this town.
What did you say? How do you know that?
Well, I just figured, 'cause this is where you're looking for her. How else would I know?
Yeah.
It looked like she was about to fucking charge him with the
I'm
knife.
so tired.
So, why did you come to this town anyway?
I'm sorry. Did you find the person you're looking for?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Her name's Mary. She's my wife.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Anyway, she's dead. I don't know why I think she's here.
She is dead?
Don't worry. I'm not crazy. At least, I don't think so.
I've got to find my mama.
Should I go with you? This town's dangerous. Now I know what you meant back there in the cemetery.
I'll be okay by myself. Besides, I'd just slow you down.
What about...
You were literally standing on one? Do you guys wear boots that would prevent you from actually taking a bite to like the ankle or something though? I would assume you would have to.
No problem.
If I kept it, I'm not sure what I might do. I'm sorry. I've been bad. Please don't.
Boots, but they won't prevent a bite. Yeah. I know you have to have like particular snake boots for that. They make them, like some of them they make that are thigh high just to make sure that in case you step in the wrong direction, you can't get bitten. Yeah, that whole interaction is really interesting because he gets scared by her in the beginning, the way that she leans up and grasps the knife like she's about to stab him. So he gets freaked out by her when he says, you know, how else would I know how she lives here? And then he scares her by saying that his wife is dead, but he's still here looking for her. She's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? So then she tries to get out as quick as possible, and he tries to take the knife from her, and she freaks out and says, I've been bad. Like a fully grown woman saying, I've been bad. Like that's how you know there's really something wrong with her. Saying I've been bad like she's a kid again. Chainsaw chaps, but questionable on a snake, yeah. I think I have all 3 coins. Maybe not yet. No, I do. So the solution on hard is blank old man blank snake prisoner. There's something written on the desk. First lies the seat of he who is peerless, silent, and empty, heartless and fearless. Beside him sits one who knows the place of the servant is next to the throne. Dozens of feet, yet not a single toe. The one that is hidden beside him doth go. Seducer of dreams, creature of Hades, lying further from man and closer to lady. Man and woman seeing all, heedless to the raven's call. Silent and hidden the two may be, they be not there for you to see. Return them to whence they would be, and blessing shall descend on thee. I speak thus with the North Star behind me. The birth of the sun is the start of the story. I ran out of gas and stopped and dropped my chainsaw, took my muffs off, and was looking around and heard grass moving below me. I looked down, he was between my legs. Jesus, man. Yeah, that would... I don't know if I could do that. Yeah, blank old man, blank snake prisoner should be the solution here. Been a while, though. Man, this is so fucking sharp. Yep. Linehouse key, and I think I can save over here as well. We don't need to, though, because we're about to go to the... We're about to find another save here really quick. Yeah, isn't a copperhead bite one that you could survive? Like a rattlesnake bite, you basically have to get anti-venom or you die. But a copperhead bite, you could probably survive without anti-venom? Or am I wrong? I know it would probably fuck you up for a while, but I think you could actually survive it. All right, let's see if we get the apartment whisper. Nope, no apartment whisper this time. I've gotten it the past several playthroughs, but not this time. It is random. You don't get it every time. Apartment stairway key. Dude, look at all my fucking saves on here, dude. It doesn't look like a lot when you look at it from this perspective, but watch as we scroll down through all these. Look how many game results are in here, dude. The oldest one I could find was November of 2020. Yeah. November 30th of 2020. These are all the same install. Originally, I grabbed my actual PC Director's Cut discs and installed this again. And that's where the Enhanced Edition is installed on top of it. Copperhead Venom can act quicker. Rattlesnake Antivenom is more scarce. Yeah, Rattlesnake Antivenom is the reason why your hospital visits are like $500,000. Because that shit is hard to find. It's not super common. It's not even super common for people to get bitten by a rattlesnake. So most hospitals don't even keep it on, you know, they don't keep it readily available. Okay. All right, so we want to reload this because we're going to use exactly 35 bullets here. Oh yeah, and it acts quick too. Like it'll basically have you in the hospital within 20 minutes. No questions asked. I like how Pyramid Head also makes a sound. It almost sounds like James when he swings. All right, so we want to get into a better position here for these last 5 bullets because I don't want to take a hit. So now we're going to move. All right, this is good. Oh God, why is he so close? Okay, that could have been bad. I think you have like 6 to 30 hours, then the whole time it's eating flesh. Yeah, you can very easily die if you don't get anti-venom within, you know, like 12 hours. If you get too close, he'll swing. See? You gotta back up quick because that blade has a lot of range on it. The only thing that in this game that hasn't aged well is the water. Like that water genuinely looks really bad, but it is 2001. No, I was actually gonna show a quick video, freak of Manny Puig, the guy who was on Wild Boys, and he had his own show about nature for a while. He took a really bad bite from like a fucking monster rattlesnake, and the guy that was guiding him around had those snake boots on, and that's what I was gonna talk about. Or like those boots that you can buy that go up to basically your fucking thighs to make sure that, you know, if you're out in the wild and you're walking around, if a snake strikes at you, it can't bite through the boots. Funny enough, Steve Irwin was running around with short shorts on, or pretty short. He didn't give a fuck, dude. He could have easily taken a bite to the leg.
It was you, wasn't it? You're the one who stepped on my hand.
I don't know. Maybe I did.
What's a little girl like you doing here anyway?
Huh? Are you blind or something?
What's that letter?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
Wait! How do you know Mary's name?
The only thing that we need in the Enhanced Edition now is to somehow either make new, like the community is talented enough, they could probably just make new versions of these cutscenes. I know it would be weird to see like fan-made versions of these CG cutscenes, but honestly, I can't think of another way that we can get more upscaled versions of them, because the upscaled versions that we have are still based on the PS2 cutscenes, which are running at like some really weird low resolution. It's like 480 by 272 or something like that. You know, just some really weird below 480i resolution. I don't know the exact res, but it's very low. Oh, you have to be to their standards, yeah, for like
OSHA, maybe not OSHA, but just, you know, safety standards and all that. I'm starting to get used to the 60 FPS now. If I were to play the PS2 version, it would feel really weird now. Hey, what's up, Jake? How you doing, sir?
Mary? No, you're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my late wife. I can't believe it. You could be her twin.
Steel toe. Yeah. 8-inch heels for climbing. Damn.
Hair and clothes are different.
My name is Maria. I don't look like a ghost, do I? See?
I like the older look better. Yeah, I like the way they look upscale, but it would be crazy to see, like, you know, brand new CG cutscenes made for this.
Sorry. I was confused.
Where are you going?
I'm looking for Mary. Have you seen her?
Didn't you say she died?
Oh yeah, 3 years ago. But I got a letter from her. She says she was waiting in our special place.
And that's here? Anyway, I haven't seen her. Is this your only special place?
It is, yeah. I love this part. That sound that the flashback makes is so good.
Well, there's the hotel too, I guess. The one on the lake? I wonder if it's still there.
The Lakeview Hotel.
Lakeview Hotel? Yeah, it's still there. So, the hotel was your special place, huh? I'll bet it was. Don't get so mad. I was just joking. Anyway, it's
No problem at all, Freak. Hey, we appreciate seeing you always, man. Appreciate the 17 months, the resub, and coming to say hi. You know, it's always nice to hear from you, man. It feels like it's always a long time. But, you know, glad to hear you're still doing good.
With all these monsters around?
No, I just...
I'm all alone here. Everyone else is gone. I look like Mary, don't I? You loved her, right?
You can actually see the freckles on her chest area, too.
You hated her.
Don't be ridiculous.
So it's okay?
Yeah, fine.
We're about to come up on my favorite song in the game, Alone in the Town, which is in the bowling alley. All right, so now we have Maria relentlessly following us everywhere. In memory of the 67 who died of illness and now sleep beneath the lake. I want to see if there's health or anything. Nope. Two more should have died to hit 69. No. Not for your sick kicks, Dr. Red. Even if they're fictional people, they shouldn't have done it for your sick kicks. I'll grab it. Why not? Don't hit her, you fuck. That was close. That was like frame perfect, dude. I had to be a tournament level frame counter right there. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I was stuck. Don't hit me either, you bastard. I love the sound this makes when you pull it out of the engine. All right, so here's an interesting little bit of lore, about the town history. A lot of people say, oh, I like Silent Hill 2 because it doesn't have the shit about the cult or any of that stuff. Well, it does. Here's an example of it. God, dude, my fucking lights have been acting so weird here lately. My remotes for these are dying. So I have to constantly readjust them. Okay, and then I want this one to be brighter. I actually wouldn't mind if both of them were kind of dark. Like, that's not bad. That'll work. Alright, got a book, Lost Memories. The name comes from the legend of the people whose land was stolen from them. They called this place the Place of the Silent Spirits. By spirits, they meant not only their dead relatives, but also the spirits that they believed inhabited the trees, rocks, and water around them. According to legend, this was where the holiest ceremonies took place. But it was not the ancestors of those who now live in this town that first stole the land from these people. There were others who came before. In those days, this town went by another name, but that name is now hopelessly lost in the veils of time. All we know is that there was another name and that for some reason the town was once abandoned by its residents. Yeah, so there's a little bit of history about the name of the town and the cult when they moved in. Lisa already explained to us that whenever the cult moved in, a lot of people left town because they were so freaked out about the stuff that they were practicing and the stuff that they were preaching. So that's part of the reason why the town is so abandoned, is a lot of the, you know, the normal townspeople just left
I'll wait
when the cult
here.
popped up.
I hate bowling.
I didn't come here to play, you know.
Hurry back, okay?
All right. Easily my favorite song in the game right here.
So what'd you do? Robbery? Murder?
Nah, nothing like that.
Huh! You're just a gutless fatso.
What'd you have to say that for?
I thought you said the cops were after you.
No, I just ran because I was scared.
I don't know what the cops are doing.
What the cops are doing.
But if you did something bad, why don't you just say you were sorry? Well, I guess I run away a lot too.
It's no good. They wouldn't listen.
They are.
Nobody will ever forgive
Yeah,
me.
kids are fucking savages.
Did you find the lady you're looking for? What's her name? Mary?
So Laura's also looking for Mary.
Eddie?
Oh, you're...
James.
This part.
We met in the apartment building?
Yeah, I remember. But,
Are you alone here, Eddie?
no.
Bye-bye.
Wait! Come back! Eddie, let's go after her.
Huh? Laura? But why?
Laura. Is that her name?
That's what she said.
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
She said she was fine by herself. She said a fatso like me would just slow her down.
Forget you.
Outside of that insanely quotable line, there's also a pistol ammo box all the way down here on the lane. Like, who the fuck would even think to check this, but it is down here.
I don't think he says anything about this stuff, really. No, he doesn't say anything about that. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Did a little girl run out of here?
Yeah, she was too fast for me. Aren't you gonna go after her?
Nope. Give up forever. Don't look for her ever. I think we already fucked up the Maria ending a little bit. If you want the Maria ending, you basically have to never run into her, never let her take a hit, check on her twice in the hospital, and check on her twice in the labyrinth at the end. If you do all that, then you get the Maria ending. Right now, it looks like we're probably going to get Leave, where I've stayed at high HP the whole time, but we'll see.
She went through there.
Is there any other way?
Is there any other way?
Yeah, there is. Right through there.
You can also check this a second time.
James, you can't make it through there.
He was like, look, I just wanted to double check, dude. I just wanted to double check. Maybe I could have got through there.
It's no good. It's locked.
Another great one, Heaven's Night. Dude, every time. I've heard these songs thousands of times, if not tens of thousands in my life, and they still hit. They're still so good. Something about them, man. They just have that magic, you know, that some things have. So here's an interesting little bit of backstory on James. Liquor bottles. I don't need that right now. It's not that I don't drink. In fact, I drink a fair bit to get away from the pain, the loneliness, but the drinking never changes anything. Anyway, I don't need it now. There's something that I have to do. Hey, what's up, Kendo? Or welcome back. You were here early. Just a regular stage. There's nothing strange about it. What's this star on the chat? What do you mean? Oh, is it showing a subscriber star instead of your tag? If that's the case, you might need to refresh the chat, because the star is the default sub icon. So it might be showing the default sub icon for some reason. I can see the tags on mine though. Yeah, so I'll tell a little bit, I'll tell a funny story here also. Do you guys know of like those bullshit rumors that would get spread on GameFAQs back in the day about like, oh, in Ocarina of Time, if you do this crazy button sequence, you can actually find a 5th or a 6th temple. Like there's a whole extra temple in the game that's actually hidden and most people can't find it, you know, like just bullshit like that. Well, there was a rumor like that for this game, that if on PS2 you run up to this, and again, you do some sort of fucking just wacky button combo at the perfect frame perfect timing, then you can get Maria to do a pole dance for you. And there actually used to be articles on GameFAQs back in the day of people like, I just tried this for 2 hours and I couldn't get it. I think this is fake. And then other people would be like, no, bro, I've done it. I know it's real. And obviously it's all horse shit. Like it's never been a thing, never would be a thing. Please be real. Yeah, some people were thinking that. Dude, rumors like that used to spread all the time. It was such horse shit. Those were the GameFAQs days, man. You couldn't trust anybody because they would just make up shit all the time. Like, oh, Super Mario 64. And it was always a really convoluted way to do something. Like you would have to run to a specific spot and then run back to another specific spot and then do a bunch of button combinations and do it again.
Over there.
Like, oh, Super Mario 64, you can unlock and play as Luigi. No, you can't. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, San Andreas had a ton of those, dude. All right. So I think I'm going to call it on Silent Hill 2 for the night. We made it all the way from the intro to the hospital now. We've got Maria with us. This is a good stopping point for the game. But there were a couple of things I still wanted to show and talk about. So we're not quite done streaming just yet, just with this game. Okay, sorry, I'm just updating my title and shit. Me and my brothers used to explode with the how. Me and my brother's mind used to explode with the how to unlock Luigi videos and stuff, and our brain exploded when we actually found Yoshi after getting all stars in SM64. Yeah, like some of the stuff was true, but a lot of it was just bullshit. And it was bullshit peddled by people that just wanted others to waste their time. Like that's all they wanted to do was just get people to waste their time. Message my mom happy Mother's Day. GameFAQs be like the northwest side of the east hallway on the south part of the statue. Man, reading GameFAQs is just a riddle in itself. 100%, dude. It used to be like that really bad. I remember the first one I ever did, the first, guide that I ever followed was actually for Ocarina of Time, and it was definitely like that. It was like, oh, if you go to the north side of the west side of the east side of the south, and I would just like try to follow it word for word, and it was just so goddamn confusing, dude. God, it was so confusing. Actually, you know what? Enigma is on. Let's go watch Enigma, you guys. He's been dealing with a lot of internet issues here lately. So let's go watch Enigma. He's one of my favorite streamers, and apparently he is doing Silent Hill 4 speedruns tonight. So came up with some ideas for Silent Hill for Seth. A couple ideas that Silent Hill is just an abandoned town that's starting to have plant growth seeping into the town, but to a kid, it looks like a whimsical place. Yeah, that's one thing I do love about Silent Hill is it allows a lot for theorizing and stuff like that. Mother's Day this year was on my birthday, so we celebrated it today. So hyped to drown in pizza like the Silent Hill guy tomorrow. All right, you guys, go hang out with Enigma. He's an amazing streamer, really nice guy. Tell him I said hi, drop him a follow, and I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.
Stamp. Hello, Doctor of Red. Stampede, thank you for the raid. Just in time. Cowabunga.